Hello, and welcome to day one of the From Stuck to Sold Out Masterclass. This is for you if you are ready to be signing clients consistently and you are ready to be making money consistently inside your business. So I am so excited to be here. This is going to be so much fun. I'm going to take a couple minutes just to make sure that everyone hops on. If you are watching us live, check in, say hello. I cannot wait to do this with you. This is going to be so much fun. So, it is my intention for this masterclass to show you what you really need to be successful and scale your business and start signing clients on repeat. So if you're watching me live, if you are in here, say hello. If you are catching the replay, then hashtag sold out in the comments below. Awesome. And if you're on live, let me know where you're checking in from. There's so many new people in this group, so I'm so freaking excited. Yay. Let's see. I don't know that comments are coming through. Hello. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, so I am so excited to be here live to support you in signing clients consistently inside your business. So my intention for this masterclass is to show you what you really need to be successful, to scale your business, to start signing clients on repeat. My intention is also to expose you to my work and how I support my clients and to give you options to work with me deeper if you feel aligned to do so, which I'll be sharing at the end of our calls. So here is how things are going to go. There are 3 trainings, one today, one tomorrow, one Thursday. All will be happening at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I highly encourage you to come live because I will specifically answer questions that you have when we're on live together. These recordings will go onto YouTube so that I can send them to you and you'll have access to them forever. Each day we'll have a different conversation and something different that we will be covering. So let's get into it today. There are a lot of new people in this group, so I really want to start by introducing myself, sharing with you how I became a business coach, how I got here sitting in front of you doing this work. Right? Because it's really important, like, who is this girl? What is she doing? So I started in network marketing back in 2018. I had no clue what I was doing. No idea what I was doing, but I wanted to make some extra money at the time. And network marketing seemed awesome because I was able to do it in my free time online, meet people all over the world. Because I live in a really small town of 5,000 people and 5,000 people. Like, I wanted to be exposed and have the ability to help and support more people. So by my 3rd month in network marketing, I was already making $2,500 a month. I fell in love with the online space and with entrepreneurship because I'm someone who loves to hustle, who loves to work hard, and I never felt called to a 9-to-5 and following a specific track of like, you have to do these things in these steps. I'm like, no, I want to do it all. Like, let's go. So I wanted more freedom and flexibility in my life, but also in my work and in what I was doing. So once I entered the online entrepreneurship space, I absolutely fell in love. But network marketing started to feel out of alignment because I wanted to really help people with their weight and with their bodies, but I didn't want them to be handcuffed to products. I wanted them to be able to do it on their own. So I went and got my health coaching certification. I went to HCI, if any of my fellow health coaches are in here, and I started my health coaching, and they didn't really teach you how to build a business, how to sign clients, how to post on social media, how to get clients online specifically, how to get visible, all these things. So I didn't really have any idea what I was doing when I started. Specifically, when you're selling your own program that you created, you're a coach or you're a service provider, it adds a totally different layer of you putting yourself out there. And maybe you guys can feel this too, of like, yeah, I could sell anybody else's thing, but like when I start to really put myself out there to sell my own thing, it feels so different. because it's like your heart and soul into it, and you're opening yourself up to get rejected, and you're like, that rejection feels personal, right? So I totally get it. Somehow, right? So I started my health coaching business having no clue what I was doing, and somehow my first month was a $6,000 month. I have no idea. Little old girl from a small town of 5,000 people, signing clients from all over the country. I was doing what I loved. My clients were getting great results. I didn't have a website. I didn't have fancy funnels. I didn't have ads. I didn't have anything special. I had a Facebook group, and PayPal links for my clients to purchase. And somehow it was all working. I was signing clients. I was making money. I was doing what I loved, which was the whole point and the whole goal of this, right? When I started health coaching, I just needed to get by. I had no idea it was going to be beyond that. I wanted to help and support people, but I also needed to support my own life and pay my bills, right? And somehow it all worked. So we're going to talk about how I was successful and why I was successful from the beginning in this training. But in my health coaching business, I got a little burnt out with health coaching. And I lacked the knowledge that I have now around scaling and growing. So I simply decided it was time for a pivot. And I moved into finance, where I started a finance business. I started helping people manage their finances. And I wanted to help people who were just like me, who were maybe young adults, wanted to be set up financially for their lives, but didn't know how to do it. And all I was seeing at the time were people who only wanted to sit down with you if you had millions of dollars. So I remembered back to my health coaching days, what actually worked. And I decided to focus on the same things. My first month was a $15,000 month. And that year I had the easiest 6 figures while getting married and vacationing like crazy. But I worked a lot and I worked really hard. And as I got pregnant with my daughter, I knew I was ready to be a business coach. This was something that had been on my heart for years, but I had never really gone for it because I didn't think I was established enough. I didn't think I had enough experience or I had fancy results. I didn't think that I had everything I needed. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much to learn. But I took a huge leap of faith on myself and I decided to go for it. And even with all this fear, right? Even when I kind of know what I'm talking about, kind of don't know what I'm talking about, I focus on the same 3 things that I did in my health coaching business and my finance business. And because of it, the first time I ever offered one-on-one, I sold 7 spots in 8 days. Within 8 months, I had my first 10K month while being a new mom, working half the time and momming half the time. And this past year, I was able to sign over 40 clients and help over 40 coaches and service providers make more money and sign more clients in their business. And that is so freaking incredible and so cool. And I'm so excited to share with you what this huge shift is. So I started business coaching because I had invested in coaches, paid tens of thousands of dollars, and the advice and support I got was not great. I had done all the things, tried all the strategies for growing, scaling. Some worked, some didn't. And after a lot of trial and error and really learning and growing and throwing spaghetti at the wall, I learned what actually works for building a business and signing clients consistently and signing clients on repeat. And I just shared with you how I was successful in all of my businesses that I built from the beginning. And then in the next 3 days, I'm really going to lay out the 3 pieces of the puzzle that I really truly focused on and allowed me to get here. And what I truly believe is why I'm successful and why my clients are also successful. So I was successful in every single one of my businesses because of what I chose to focus on every single day. And that was getting visible, building connection and trust and showing how I was the one, and sharing my services. Every business I focused on these 3 things every single day. But the coolest part, I did them in a different way in every single business. Because in every single business, I was in a different stage of my life and how it looked to show up, how and what I was selling. How I was selling was completely different. But they all worked because I did it in a way that was in alignment with me and what I wanted to be doing. And I focused on what actually led to clients and sales. There are so many business coaches and even just coaches out there who are teaching different ways of doing business. And the secret is that they can all work. They all do work. That's why you see so many of their clients seeing success. But what's going to be best for you is what is truly in alignment with you. And what I mean by that is what you really want to be doing, how you really want to be showing up in your business on social media, what you really want to be selling, who you really want to be supporting. I can give you the best strategy on the planet, but if it's massively out of alignment, it doesn't matter how good it is. You will have so much resistance implementing it. Therefore, you're going to have so much resistance signing clients. And this is why if you've ever purchased a strategy program or a blueprint or something from someone and it hasn't worked for you, it's not because of you. It's not because of your niche. It's not because of your offers. It's simply because that strategy wasn't right for you. Having a business that signs clients and makes sales consistently isn't about what you're doing specifically. It's about your ability to get visible and get in front of dream clients. It's about your ability to create content and build connection and trust with your audience so they see you as the one to buy from. It's about your ability to share your services as and show how they are the solution to your dream clients' problems. My businesses exploded because of a strategy and because of my focus on these three things. It didn't matter if I was doing in person or I was doing online. It didn't matter if I was on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, or TikTok. It didn't matter if I was selling group programs or one-on-one or digital products. It didn't matter if my program was 3 days or 300 days. It didn't matter if my programs and my services were live coaching or pre-recorded stuff. None of it mattered. All of it sold, all of it worked, all of it signed clients, all of it made money, even without a website, without a freebie, without a funnel, without ads, without sales calls, without anything fancy or anything special. Because what leads to clients and sales isn't all of this stuff you have in your business. What leads to clients and sales is your ability to get visible and get in front of the dream clients who are searching for what you have. What leads to clients and sales is your ability to create content and build connection and trust with your audience so they see you as the one who can get them to where they want to go. What leads to clients and sales is your ability to share your services and how they get your clients to where they want to go. You can have the best offer, but if you aren't surrounded by people who want it, you're going to hear crickets. You can have the best content and the best strategy and the best funnel, but if you aren't surrounded by the right people, it's never going to work. You can have the best offer, but if you don't know how to talk about it and how to communicate it, you will sign a few clients here or there, but you won't sign the amount of clients that you want. Consistently signing clients and making money in your business isn't about fancy things. It's about being really good at your money-making tasks. And money-making tasks aren't websites and funnels and ads and freebies. Money-making tasks are visibility, content, and marketing. That is why every business I've ever created has signed clients and scaled quickly. Because I focus on building it for me and I focus on what actually leads to clients and sales every single day. So quick little vibe check. How is everyone feeling? What thoughts are coming up here? We're going to go deeper into this, but what is coming up for you? What aha moments are you having? Like, is this lighting a switch and saying, oh my gosh, where you really get to look at your business and say, here's why I'm not where I want to be. Here's why this isn't working, right? I'm doing things because I don't want to do them and I think that I have to, or I'm spending my time on what doesn't actually move the needle forward. And both are okay. If you're feeling either of those things in your business, there's nothing wrong with you. I promise. Because a million other coaches and everybody else in this group is doing the same thing. So that's okay. But you have to decide, are you ready to shift it? Are you ready to have the clients and the sales that you desire and go after what you want? So good. So good. Yay. Okay, awesome. So let's go deeper into this. There are a million coaches telling you a million different things that you need. You need more mindset work. You need more consistency. You need more funnels. You need more ads. You need more marketing. You need more content. You need all these things. where I'm going to show you, you don't need anything but you and your daily actions to make an incredible living and get paid to do what you love and sign clients on repeat. Because I'm a new mom, I have a 1-year-old, like life isn't about doing more. Yeah, I love to hustle, I love to work hard, but like I don't have 24/7 to do it anymore. So it's like, how do we take what leads to clients and sales and get better at it so that it works every single time instead of just sometimes? And that's the secret to signing clients on repeat. That's the secret to getting booked out. That's the secret to making sales and signing clients consistently. It isn't about adding more and having all these fancy things. It's about knowing what leads to clients and sales and getting better at it so it works every time instead of just sometimes. And this is so powerful. So my clients come to me feeling, and maybe you feel this way too, they feel like they're exhausted. They're following a million different people who are telling them something different that they need in their business. Right? Freebies, websites, branding, whatever it is. There's so much noise on the internet and it gets so overwhelming. So then they get to the point where either they are burnt out because they're implementing everything and following a million different people and hearing controversial things over and over again, or they're in total freeze mode and don't know what to implement. So then they're scared to implement anything because they're not sure if it's going to be right. Have you felt this way in your business? Are you feeling this way in your business? Do you feel this way in your business currently? I'd love for you to share in the comments, right? Do you feel like, one, there's so much noise and you're like overwhelmed, or two, you're like total freezing of like, I don't even know what to implement. I'm not even going to implement any of it. So I'm going to share with you, you don't need any of this to be successful. And I want this to be the moment where you give yourself permission to say no. To say no. To stop looking for things to do in your business. To stop doing things you don't want to do. To stop selling things you don't want to sell. To stop doing things that you don't want to do. And to start focusing on what you actually want to be doing. And start focusing on what actually matters inside your business. Because what matters is you build your business for you and you sell what you love and you show up in a way that you love and you work your business in a way that you love. And you focus on the needle movers. You focus on the daily tasks that lead to clients and sales. You focus on the things that actually bring in clients and sales instead of getting caught up in the things that don't. I am living, breathing proof of this, and not just once or twice, but literally 4 times. What leads to clients and sales is your alignment with what you're doing and how you're showing up in your business and how well you do your money-making tasks. It's that simple. How well you surround yourself with the right people, how well you put out content that shows people who you are and that you're the one to help them get to where they want to go, and how well you talk and share about your offers and how they support your clients. This is just the reality of it. Way too many people online are amazing at what they do, but they aren't getting seen. They're sharing their offers, or when they post, they're hearing crickets. They're working so hard, but not having the results to match it. And it has nothing to do with offers or price point, and everything to do with your alignment in your business and your focus on what actually leads to clients and sales. You can have the best offer, but if you aren't surrounded by people who want it, it's not going to sell. You can have the best content and the best strategy and the best funnel, but if you aren't surrounded by people who want what you have, it's not going to work. You can have the best offer, but if you don't know how to talk about it and communicate it, you'll sign a few clients, but you won't sign the amount of clients that you want to sign. And this is what I see day in and day out with my clients. Consistently signing clients and making money in your business isn't about fancy things. It's actually about doing less. It's just about doing it better. It's about being really good at your money-making tasks. And when you're really good at your money-making tasks and you do them consistently, you sign clients consistently. When you don't spend your time on these things in your business, then in order to sign clients and make money, you rely on constantly creating new offers. You rely on sales tactics. You rely on your energy being 1,000,000% every day because you have to be high vibe all the time to sign clients. You rely on pushing so hard to sign clients. You rely on chasing sales. You rely on constantly needing to find the new thing that is going to work. And that is not the vibe. Because this energy keeps you in the up and down sales. It keeps you wondering where your clients are going to come from. It stops you from trusting your business and its ability to make money. And that's a huge one. It keeps you feeling chaotic and frantic, staying up all night, stressing and worrying about your business. This is how my clients feel when they come to work with me. So if you feel this way in your business, you're not alone. There's nothing wrong with you, but it's a clear indicator that you need to get back in alignment and you need to start focusing on what actually matters and start building on and getting really good at getting in front of the right audience, showing that you're the one, and sharing how your services solve problems. Because signing clients consistently happens when you consistently focus on visibility, connection and trust, and marketing your services. This is so important, and I love doing this work because I see it day in and day out. People who are incredible at what they do, not signing the clients and making the money that they want. And it's time to change that. And it simply starts with changing the narrative that we don't need 1,000,001 things. We don't need anything but ourselves. And we just need to do what actually leads to clients and sales. I truly believe every coach on the internet deserves to be wildly successful. And that is what I want to help everyone achieve. Because you have something so amazing to share with the world. But it isn't getting seen and it isn't getting purchased, not because of you, not because of what you have to offer, not because of what you have to say, not because it isn't good enough, not because it's not worthy enough, not because it's the wrong price. None of that is true. It's simply just because there is a shift in what your focus needs to be on, or getting better at what actually leads to clients and sales. And it's that simple. So it's time to stop overcomplicating business, and it's time to stop thinking that we need 1,000,001 different things to sign clients on repeat. You don't need anything else. You need to do what you're already doing better so that it works every time instead of just sometimes. How incredible is that? I hope this gives you massive permission to stop doing what you think you have to do and really look at your business and say, where am I doing things that I don't want to be doing? Where am I showing up? What offers am I selling? Like, get down to it and look at, do I really want to be doing this? Or am I only doing it because I think it's going to lead to clients and sales? That's never the answer. I've shared this story a couple times, but I still teach bar classes, exercise classes. And when I first started doing it, everybody asked for a 5 a.m. class. And it was the time I did not want to do. But I was like, oh shoot, if everybody wants a 5 a.m. class, like I'm going to have to do it. I just have to do it. Turns out everybody who said they wanted a 5 a.m. class wasn't actually going to purchase. And I see this time and time again, where you ask your audience, what do you need? What do you need? And the people who chime in are the people who are never going to buy. So then you end up doing something and creating it for them, then it's out of alignment for you. So you have resistance and therefore they're not signing up and they don't want, like, all the things, right? It's just a recipe for disaster. But it's what we think we have to do because we're service providers, because we're coaches, because we're service-led entrepreneurs. But it's not the reality. When you build your business for you, you're going to be obsessed with what you're doing. You're going to love showing up in your business every day. You're going to love what you're selling. And it's going to lead to clients and sales. When you focus on your visibility and you get in front of the right people. When you focus on showing people who you are and what you do and how you help. And when you focus on sharing your services as the solution. After years and years of building businesses and seeing people struggle and wondering why I was able to be successful, no matter my niche, no matter my offer, it was simply because of what I chose to focus on every single day. And that was my strategy: visibility, content, marketing, over and over and over again. And doing it my way, showing up as me, being me, how I wanted to be, and not listening to all the noise. So I want this to be your permission slip. permission slip. If you want clients and sales consistently, then your first order of business is to make sure what you're doing is you're completely obsessed with and you're doing it for you instead of what you think you have to do or what you think you need to do for clients and sales. And you need to get clear on your unique strategy, how you're going to get visible to dream clients, how you're going to put content that builds trust and connection, how you're going to position your offers as solutions to your clients' problems. It's that simple. And it's time we stopped overcomplicating business and started building it and having fun with it. So if you know you are ready to sign more clients, you're ready to sign clients consistently, you're ready to be fully booked out and on a wait list, you're ready for clients and sales to come in constantly, I would love to invite you into my program, Sales Queen. This is exactly what we do. We build your business in complete alignment with you, and we master your strategy, your content, your visibility, and your marketing so that it leads to clients and sales consistently. I give you trainings on all of this, but then I also audit what you're doing and give you real-time feedback so you know exactly how to create content. You have my ears, my eyes, my hands all over your content and your marketing to make sure that it's absolutely perfect and it's always leading to clients and sales. So Sales Queen is my 12-week group coaching program. We go deep into strategy, master it so that you can be fully booked out and on a wait list in no freaking time. I went full-time in every single business I built in less than 90 days. So if you're ready to completely transform your business and start signing clients easily and effortlessly and have everything you do lead to sales and finally master your strategy, then Sales Queen is 100% for you. These are weekly calls, group support between sessions, and trainings for you to go through. In 90 days, you won't even recognize your business and you'll be so grateful that you mastered your strategy because it will allow you to continue to grow and scale your business. Sales Queen is $2,000 in full or 6 monthly payments of $370. Price will increase on Saturday. And when you sign up today, you get immediate access. This is insane, to all of the trainings, the strategy, the content, and the marketing so that you can start signing clients immediately. And we start June 30th with 12 weeks of coaching calls to make sure that everything you implement is absolutely perfect, because I want nothing more than for you to be wildly successful, and I'm going to help you get there. So comment or DM me the word queen if you want any more information. I will put the link down below as well so you can check it out. You don't need more things to do in your business. If you want more clients and more sales to come in consistently, you need to master what leads to clients and sales. And that is building your audience of dream clients, showing people you're the one who can get them to where they want to go, and sharing how your services get your clients to the end result that they are after. This is why I've been successful. This is why my clients are successful. This is how you get to be successful and sign more clients, and it gets to be this simple. So tomorrow I'm going to go deeper into how strategy works and what to do inside each of these pieces so that it works every single time. I will see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another training. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will put the link down for Sales Queen below. Have a fabulous day. It has been so incredible being able to support you, and I cannot wait for tomorrow. Bye, guys.